Spitfire, the plane that saved Britain, July 1940. The skies above Britain were filled with the roar of engines and the crack of machine gun fire. In the midst of World War II, a battle raged that would decide the fate of an entire nation. The Battle of Britain. At the forefront of this fight was an aircraft that would become an icon of resilience and defiance, the Supermarine Spitfire. As Europe edged closer to war in the late 1930s, the British Air Ministry recognized the need for a new kind of fighter plane, one that could match and surpass the speed, agility, and firepower of any potential adversary. The answer to this need came from an unexpected place: a small team at Supermarine, a company better known for building seaplanes. The man behind the design was Reginald J. Mitchell, a visionary aeronautical engineer. Mitchell had a single goal: to create the most advanced fighter plane the world had ever seen. But the path to the Spitfire was not straightforward. The first designs were met with skepticism, and Mitchell himself faced a race against time as his health deteriorated. Mitchell's first attempt, the Type 222, was a failure, underpowered and awkward, but he refused to give up. Through tireless effort and countless iterations, Mitchell and his team developed the Type 300, which would become the prototype for the Spitfire. It first took to the skies on March 5, 1936, and its performance was nothing short of extraordinary. The sleek, elliptical wings and powerful Rolls-Royce Merlin engine allowed the Spitfire to reach unprecedented speeds and maneuverability. The British public and military alike were captivated, but this was just the beginning of its journey. As Europe plunged into war, the British government knew they needed to mass-produce the Spitfire. Quickly, factories across the country were repurposed, and new facilities were built. But as the Spitfires rolled off the production lines, a greater challenge loomed on the horizon: Hitler's Luftwaffe. With the fall of France and the evacuation at Dunkirk, Britain stood alone. The stage was set for the Battle of Brigner, just for control of the skies, but for the very survival of the nation. In the summer of 1940, the Luftwaffe launched an all-out assault on Britain, seeking to destroy the Royal Air Force and pave the way for an invasion. Against overwhelming odds, the RAF scrambled every available aircraft, including their newest and most capable fighter, the Spitfire. Over the course of several months, the Spitfire, alongside the more numerous Hawker Hurricane, engaged in fierce dogfights against German bombers and fighters. The success of the Spitfire gave it a crucial advantage in these battles, allowing British pilots to outmaneuver and outgun their opponents. Many who flew the Spitfire were young men, barely out of their teens, thrust into the front lines of a brutal conflict. Their stories are a testament to courage under fire. Men like Douglas Bader, who, despite losing both legs in an accident, became one of the RAF's top aces, or Hollandier, whose Spitfire was hit over 20 times in one battle, yet he managed to bring it home. These pilots, often referred to as the Few, not only defended Britain's shores, but also inspired a nation to stand firm in the face of tyranny. The Spitfire, with its sleek design and roaring Merlin engine, became a symbol of hope and resistance. The Battle of Britain marked a turning point in the war, and the Spitfire was at the heart of that victory. It wasn't just a plane, it was a testament to British engineering, ingenuity, and sheer determination. But the Spitfire's story didn't end there. Throughout the war, it continued to evolve, serving in various roles, from a high-altitude fighter to a reconnaissance aircraft. By the end of the war, over 20,000 Spitfires had been built in 24 different variants. Each new model pushed the boundaries of what was possible, proving time and again that the Spitfire was more than just a war machine, it was an icon. Today, the Spitfire remains a beloved symbol of British history. Restored and flown at air shows, it continues to captivate audiences with its grace and power. For many, the sight and sound of a Spitfire in flight is a poignant reminder of those who fought and those who never returned. But beyond the air shows and museums, the Spitfire's legacy lives on in the stories of those who built, flew, bled, maintained them. It serves as a reminder that even in the darkest times, human ingenuity and courage can shine through. The Spitfire was more than just an aircraft, it was a promise. A promise that Britain would never surrender, never give up, and never bow to tyranny. Its legacy is not just etched in the history books, but in the hearts of those who remember. The courage of the few and the indomitable spirit of a nation that refused to be defeated. Thank you for watching this documentary on the Spitfire, the plane that saved Britain. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who may be interested in this incredible piece of history. And as always, join us next time on Where, When, Why, How, What is this evergreen as we uncover more stories that have shaped our world.